ePortfolio is a really interesting way to look professional without being professional. Because anybody can put one of these together. Anybody can take things they're happy with and show them to the world.
Our major, which is communications technology, is a major that's training students to be media producers. And a big part of fine arts production is you have a portfolio, so it's a natural extension to get into ePortfolio. And so in two classes, one was computer graphics, another was our introduction to video, which is a documentary class, and then finally we have a actual portfolio class in our major. And in that class they either gather together all their materials to make a presentation portfolio.
I've used ePortfolio, tried to do something like ePortfolio here for about 4 years in a class I teach, a 300 level course called Writing for Electronic Media. With the electronic portfolio initiative we have across the campus, what I found this past spring teaching the course was that a lot of the students had already started doing some electronic portfolio work in a previous semester, or were in the class and were actually also doing work in electronic portfolio for another class in the spring semester. And so there was I don't know, maybe it was half to 2/3 of the students were saying, oh, I'm doing this in my other class too. And this was an opportunity to kind of talk about how what they're doing there might be connected with work we're doing in my class, how they might be different, how the students might, while they might be different, how the students could, if they think about it, the students could figure out how to integrate the two. And so sort of to put that on their shoulders, to think about how they could bring together work from multiple courses into a coherent electronic portfolio.
I have a lot of writing, but it's kind of scattered and disorganized. And if I didn't realize that I could use something like WordPress to kind of organize everything and present it in a portfolio way.
You want to be able to market yourself when you leave school. You want to be able to show other teachers what you've done. You want to be able to get a job pretty easy. You want to show them that you can write. I mean, the whole point of an ePortfolio is just for your advertisement.
I've started to look at ePortfolio and how academics talk about ePortfolio and its uses. And one of the ways that I've learned that they talk about them is in categories of types of ePortfolio. And you know, the artist's portfolio that shows their best work, that's what, you know, academics are starting to agree to call, that's a showcase portfolio. You're showing off your best work, you've selected your best work, you're presenting it to a larger audience. Whereas for the fine arts, computer graphics course and the intro to video class, those would be more likely what they would call learning portfolios, where they're really the students in control of how it's presented. They can choose the look of the site, they can, you know, put up their work, and there was a continuity to everything that they had done for the course, and that it was hosted in one spot.
One of the things that I think is a really important feature of your college's ePortfolio platform, and we're using WordPress multi-user, which is a blog platform. One of the things I think is really important about it is that it is a global blogging platform, and it is an open platform. And so while we have it hosted on campus and students are creating their ePortfolios in the platform on campus, with a simple click of a mouse, they hit an export button and they download basically a data file that contains their entire ePortfolio. They can then go to any website that has a WordPress installation. They don't have to be connected with the college anymore. It's completely their electronic portfolio, and they hit one button to import it into this new environment.
I think it's important for any student, for all students, especially from your college, for all students here to develop an ePortfolio, because it gives the person who's viewing it an idea of what that student is about.
It's something fun to do. It's something that will look a whole lot better than a resume ever can. Because a resume can be part of that, but a resume by itself is just another piece of paper without any connection to a face, any connection to a personality. ePortfolio is your personality. So that means if you're making grammar or writing mistakes on your ePortfolio, that's how you write normally. But if you're writing really professionally, if you're writing and you're making your readers laugh, that's how you're always going to write. So anybody who can see that is going to know that. So the better you are with your ePortfolio, the better you will be normally. And anything you do in the future.